Leaders at the top are focused on growing Arizona's economy, and here in southern Arizona, it's a shared goal of the Tucson Metro Chamber. The chamber follows a number of issues affecting businesses in the region. We asked Chamber President Amber Smith about factors impacting growth in Pima County, beginning with the state's minimum wage hike to $11 an hour at the start of 2019. What are you seeing in the Tucson Metro Chamber when it comes to how businesses are reacting to the new increase?
It's difficult. It's difficult to sustain. It's difficult for businesses to be able to absorb those higher costs because it's not necessarily the having to pay the minimum wage worker, but it's what that does to the rest of your employees, because now you still have to be able to create that differentiation from positions and wages reflecting the work performed. So it's not just pushing up those minimum wage workers, it's pushing up your entire payroll costs, which again, it's very difficult to absorb because people's overhead and companies' overhead is not that large. Those returns on margins are not huge, and so it's going to be very negative on businesses that rely on those type of workers.
Are there pros and cons to minimum wage, or do you really see it only in one swoop?
I think that the idea of having all employees making a livable wage is commendable, and I think that we would all agree that we want that for everyone. But I don't think that the way to achieve that is through setting the wage. Really, businesses have to be able to operate supply and demand and be able to be in control of their own overhead costs. But to the benefit of those employees, what you need to do is train them up. We need to get them more training, more education, partnering with all of our different job trainers, Pima Community College, JTED, and these other ways to be able to grow the talent as opposed to mandating what that talent should make.
Amber, you are new to the Tucson Metro Chamber. One of your passions, among many, infrastructure, increasing what we see throughout the city, also the region. Transportation still kind of one of the top priorities?
Absolutely. We've been hearing transportation for a decade, and we know that funding from the state has decreased. We know that the state gas tax was never adjusted for inflation. We also know that there's less people paying that tax because of more fuel-efficient vehicles. And it's not just current citizens that are remarking on it, it's companies that are exploring our community to move here. It's tourists identifying it on the most recent Visit Tucson survey. It is at the forefront of everyone's mind, and it is a first impression issue.
So what's the solution?
We did have the most recent bond package to try to address that failed. But we also have a fantastic reputation and implementation of working on a roadways with the Regional Transportation Authority, which has representatives from every single one of our jurisdictions on it. There's a very specific list of needs that the voters approved, and there's a very specific funding mechanism to be able to fund those projects. It's worked fantastic. There's been a huge amount of transparency. So I think that we need to be able to grow those opportunities and perhaps start looking at doing a full cent sales tax under the RTA that would be equitable for our entire community.
Governor Doug Ducey during the campaign said a lot about the economy of Arizona improving. As we know, there are naysayers who do not agree with him. What is your take on the health of Pima County's economy?
It's definitely improving. I mean, I can see that internally through the chamber because we can sit there and watch the fluctuation and what happens to our revenue and membership. And we are certainly on an upward incline. The recession hit us harder, so therefore it's going to take longer for us to recover from it. But we are recovering, absolutely. We are on an upward trajectory. Sun Corridor Inc., our partners at Pima County, as well as Science and Tech Park. There's so many different players, and the Arizona Commerce Authority and Governor Ducey, everyone is pulling together and trying to recruit these employers to come here because our doors are open and we have so many assets that companies are looking for.
The City of Tucson leadership is up for grabs this year. What would the Tucson Metro Chamber like to see?
We want someone that recognizes that growing commerce and growing business is the means to be able to support the community. Because the more businesses that come in and the higher we can raise our wages and the more positions that we can fill is in providing resources back into those general funds. And so that leader has to understand that message and be able to lead and promote selling our community, welcoming businesses, and making sure that we have the right environment for business to grow and thrive and open.
Okay, Amber, thank you.